Failure. It's a word we've all felt, tasted, and feared. But what if I told you that failure could be the best teacher you've ever had? What if, hidden in every setback, there's a seed of growth waiting to be nurtured? Today, let's talk about turning failures into fuel. It's not easy, it's not quick. But in every story of greatness, you'll find moments where things went wrong. Yet instead of quitting, those people found a reason to keep going. Let's start with this. Failures don't define you. How you respond to them does. Think about the people you admire most. How many of them had smooth, easy paths to success? None. In fact, their scars and setbacks are what make them inspiring. So how can we learn from failure? The first step is to see failure not as a dead end, but as a detour. Instead of saying, "Why did this happen to me?" try asking, "What can I learn from this?" This shift might sound small, but it's powerful. Failures bring us face to face with our weaknesses. They expose gaps in our knowledge, our discipline, our habits. But here's the magic. Every time we confront these gaps, we're given a choice to ignore them or to use them as stepping stones. Failures also teach resilience. When you fall and get back up, you're training your mind to be tougher, to be stronger. This isn't about perfection, it's about growth. The next time you fail, instead of seeing it as a sign of weakness, recognize it as a badge of resilience. Think about Edison, who said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This wasn't empty optimism. Edison redefined failure, treating each setback as one step closer to success. Imagine if he'd stopped after his first failed experiment, or the 100th, or even the 1,000th. He refused to give up, and eventually, he lit the world. I want you to reflect on a failure of your own. Maybe it was a relationship, a career step, or a personal goal. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, think about what you learned. Was it patience? Was it humility? Was it simply the strength to try again? Remember, failure is part of the process. It's a chapter in every success story. Without it, there's no growth. Success isn't just reaching the top. It's the journey of failing, learning, adapting, and becoming better each time. So the next time you face a setback, pause, take a breath. Don't rush to find solutions. Instead, sit with it. Feel the sting of disappointment, but let it remind you that every failure is an opportunity, a chance to grow, to learn, to evolve. Turn your failures into fuel. With every setback, remind yourself, this isn't the end. This is just the beginning of my comeback. Your failures are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones to a stronger, more resilient version of you. And remember, the journey of greatness is not defined by how few times you fall, but by how many times you choose to stand up. Embrace your failures, learn from them, and let them fuel you forward. Thank you for joining me on this first step of the journey. Together, let's learn to see failure differently. Let's learn to transform it into fuel for our lives.